Dallas Steel with the 10. Hope you guys are doing good. GF had her stuff packed when I woke up and left New Year's Eve after 2 years, so I've been down. Thank you for the streams. Any words of inspiration?
Hey, bro, being single is the greatest thing in the world. I tell my wife that every morning.
Yo, when you click like, it helps me help my daughter.
No, man. If you're single, dude, be single. It's fantastic.
Wispy Mound sent $10. I'm an EMT working in Flint, Michigan. Thanks for helping me pass the time between calls. My partner and I are laughing our asses off. Love the show and love you guys.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, bro.
I'm going to crash my car into your ambulance. I'm going to crash my H2 Kawasaki 170 miles an hour with an ironclad suit on, and I'll bullet through the center of your ambulance right out of the back doors. And you guys can put an IV in my head. And then give me the worst EMT work of all time. Just start giving me the fucking paddles immediately, like on my feet.
Oh, man. Did you see the video of that girl? That like the drunk driver that like
the girl who killed two people.
She didn't know what was going on.
She didn't know.
I watched like 5 seconds of it. I was like, I can't watch this.
Yeah, she killed two. Was she unremorseful?
Yeah, because she was drunk.
Yeah.
But like, I guess some people, have different types of drunks. Cause like she was like, "What do you mean my car's totaled?" And the guy was like, "You killed 2 people." And she just like wasn't getting it or whatever.
Wow. She was probably in shock at how good the mezcal margaritas she just had.
Yeah.
She was like, "What? Cantaloupe? You made cantaloupe simple syrup?" I had cantaloupe simple syrup too.
Oh my God.
And maybe I would have done the same thing. I remember one time I had to fire this guy, man. It's so funny. My guys used to pick on each other. So how I do, I do a character on here. I do like Spanish guys. The Spanish guys get very bitchy. So like if you fuck with them or if they get sad, they get like bitchy on you. And like the crew will always like alienate one guy. They would like pick like just old school playground shit. And they're like, he is useless. Like, he no good. He no good. And like one dude would always just get like the rash of shit. So every day it was like I was like a shrink. I'd be like, "What's going on, Eduardo? What's going on?" And I had this dude. He was like 6'8". He was a huge Dominican guy, and he was like, it was like Green Mile softy. He was a sweetie pie, and he'd always like cry. And he'd be like, "I like working for you. I like working." And you'd always get like real like sad shit. I'd be like, "Eduardo, what the fuck is going on? Like, what are you doing to these guys making bust your ball? You're like a fucking giant. You could throw these guys through a fucking wall. Why are they busting your ball?" He's like, "I walk slow." And I was like, damn, that's fucking... Yeah, this house is like, I don't know if was it built in 06? 1915. What? What the? So my daughter says, "What the?"
It's cute.
It is funny. What the fuck? No, just easy. Go easy.
Jack West with the 15 euros. Hey, Nick, what was the worst experience you had while working as a car salesman?
I was actually funny. I was just talking about it today with my buddy. I'm on how I quit. I'm trying to get my buddy to quit his job after 10 years. I love him to death. I don't want him to lose himself. This lady who was crying to me about her Mafia hits. She was a previous S-Class customer. She did nothing but, I don't work. She hung out with John Gotti. She was so annoying. And the previous salesman was he had MS. And everybody used to like pick on him. I felt bad. But like everybody worked this kid like a fucking puppet. Like he was like, he talked like this. So people like used to be like, the retarded kid, They would be like really mean about it, But they would like work him like real hard. They're like, "Brian, get all my things off the thing, and get my radio stations plugged in." And I was like, oh, they would torture this kid. And I felt so bad. He quit. He was like, "Fuck this." He left. Yeah. That lady's his customer became mine, and I was like, oh, she had an S-Class came in. I'm delivering $125,000 S-Class. I plug her stupid thumb drive that Brian made her for her CDs. He burned all her CDs to a thumb drive for her. I plugged the thumb drive, brand new car, the new body S-Class that just came out. This was like in November. And it doesn't work. It like legitimately broke. And I'm like, oh, she looks at me like...
The thumb drive?
No, it's me to you. Like we're in a car. Yeah, like the thumb drive. Oh. She just looks at me like this. Like starts grown 65-year-old woman crying, looking me dead in the eyes.
I would freak.
I'm like... I forget her name. I was like, "Patty, you need to calm down." I was like, it's a brand new Mercedes. No Mercedes dealership is gonna let you walk out of here with a broken car. We're gonna get the car it's cursed. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, let's take a breath. Let's get you a bottle of water. I'm gonna get this sorted out for you. Don't worry about anything. You still have your car. Your car just came in. Let me go get it PDI'd and take care of pre-delivery inspected. It needed a thumb drive. I put it in. Oh, thank you so much. I look at the radio. It's mob hits. I wanted to die. I was like, you know what to do instead? Let's get this car going nice and quick down Route 2, Bald Hill, Warwick. And why don't you just, I'll curl up in a ball and you can just hit me in the head with the car. Like, just cream me. And I quit. Like, I quit. I couldn't take it anymore. I went home. I think I drank a whole bottle of alcohol that night. I was like I left work that day. I was like I was that bad. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. This is ridiculous. And people knew it. I remember my boss was looking at me like, this is going to be bad for him. So, good. Never again.
The eye contact crying is probably the craziest part.
It was, and we were like in a garage, and
Yeah.
like people, my buddy Jeff saw me, like saw it going on, and he's like what? Like, "Ah!" Like this, like the paranoid sound. I was like, over a USB stick, like you give me a break.
Yeah.
Like, give me a like. Get it? What else happens in your life? What happens when like your boiler breaks or something? Oof. Or something
Probably a
tragic.
hospital visit.
Yeah, she just like starts firing rounds off into her living room. I like the house, man. I hope it's your house. I like that shit a lot. I mean, it's got a lot of it's going through its MILF-Core phase right now.
MILF-Core.
It's MILF-Core, dude.
MILF-Core. I like that.
Yeah, it's like a house but for sluts. Yeah. You know what I mean? For MILFs. Oh, Matthew isn't home right now. So that's what I'm gonna start saying every time I see MILF-Core. Hi, Jimmy. Matthew isn't home right now. Do you want to go for a swim in the pool? I shouldn't, Mrs. Wilson. I shouldn't.
Mrs. Taffer.
Mrs. Taffer. You get out of my pool! Get your cack out of my pool!
I wonder what his wife looks like.
Smoke show good woman that works alongside him, probably. Really, probably a great woman, John Taffer. I like John. Heard nothing but good thing. AMGs are a fucking nightmare, dude. I worked at Mercedes and I couldn't get them fixed if I wanted. I'm like, cool. I had like a lot of friends back there. All my boys at the Warwick Mercedes, all you techs back there, Jim and my ex-boyfriend, Noel. What's up, baby? You put your butt cheeks against the shower, baby? The funny joke that I used to have is I had this like wicked homophobic Dominican tech named Noel, but he had like a man bun like me. I had a man bun and he had one too. And he used to get real mad when I bring up gay shit. And I'd be like, hey, Noel, remember that day when I was taking a shit and you were in the shower and you put your butt cheeks against the shower and you had your hair down and we were watching Selena and you put your head on my chest? And he's like, what the fuck you talking about, bro? Yo, that's fucking gay, bro. That's fucking gay.
I love people who react like that.
I think it's and then I'd be like, look at him over there acting and pretending like we're not a couple, we're not a fucking item. And he would get like red. It was so much fun, dude.
We got Brad with a 25. Can't wait to start a business in the outbuilding with Nick on my submission.
Yes.
We'll be servicing old ladies left and right.
Yes. We'll be we're gonna do varicose vein removal business. We're gonna take the marbles out of the back of your ass. I do cool sculpting. Hey, come down, Joe Dillo, Dillo. I'm gonna do cool sculpting. It's where we use ice to get rid of your flabbiness. I would love that. I should do that. World Peace 3.
Cool sculpt.
I'm just gonna be like touching, like going like this.
Until it goes away.
I'm gonna get you flab. I'm gonna take care of all this like a really rough around the edges cool sculptor. That's just like constant. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, you see these bags on your arm? I whack it with the machine. I whack it in there. You're gonna have like arms like Jessica Alba. No little dingle dangle on the bottom of those arms. No shake to these bad Larrys. You need some help. I'm gonna slam you with ice.
LKA, Nick and Jet, lady viewer number 3 here again. Love the stream. The Houston Carnarvon house you reviewed this week. It's in an area called Memorial, the second richest area in Houston. It's where the Bush Sr. family lived. Old Texas money.
Who gives a fuck where Bush Sr. lived there? Bush Sr. is probably the most evil guy in history, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the Queen of England, America.
The devil used to live here.
Yeah. Oh, you know who lives in the Houston in the this really nice area is the devil. Charles made a really funny joke about George Bush.
What?
Did you ever see the Super Bowl where they wheeled him out on the field, like him looking like Chris? He's like, and they're like, and President George H.W. Bush.
Yeah.
And he's like, who gives a shit? The guy was like president three terms ago, 5
Yeah.
terms ago, and he's like, that's honoring the monarchs. He's like, he must be in some freak show, some fucking freak show monarch that, like, we have to honor him now. They're wheeling him out. He's like a goblin, like,
Literally,
yeah.
The monarch.
Yeah. Oh.
The king.
He did it all. Trust me, I know all the things about him and JFK and all that, and the FBI and J. Edgar Hoover and Bush and all that. I know. I got you. I'm with you.
We know about the jet fuel and melting temperature.
Yeah, that fucking goblin.
And Building 7.